Hey guys, welcome to a new Speedpaint. Get buckled in because this was a whole mess. I was trying something new, and I definitely did. With this drawing, I wanted to try and make one of those floating room type things. I started out by making a floor plan of how I wanted it to look, and by this point I had already decided I wanted to make some sort of restaurant. Also, if we could just ignore the fact I spelt the file's name wrong, that would be great. The next step after the floor plan was to stretch it out and basically make it look like it was the floor of our room, and then build up from there. And as you can see, it was giving me a lot of strife. Eventually, I got to the point where I was like, you know what, this is fine, and started building up the walls and blocking out the furniture of the room. Here you can see how small I made the booths. Keep that in mind for later. After I got the initial blocking of the shapes done, I did a second pass to make it look more like furniture, as well as adding in the food. After I finished that up, I drew the people in. So this was when I realized how small I had made the booths, and how small the people sitting were compared to the people who were standing. So after a moment of panic, I decided what this restaurant actually was. A small restaurant that catered specifically to kids. So the booth was small and the food is normal stuff you find on the kids menu, like cheeseburgers, sandwiches, chicken nuggets, that sort of thing. Though of course there are adults, such as the man ordering for his son and the workers making the food. I also added some posters to try and make it seem more alive. This is where you meet our mascot, Mr. Moon. Because somewhere along the way, space became our theme. So maybe it's a dinner place that makes kids tired, so they go to sleep faster? After this, I got to the lining. Well, until I couldn't work with the small number of pixels, sized up the image, and made the lineup blurry, so I had to start again. This is me adding some little details to the seats and stuff, because if it's a kids' restaurant, then they aren't going to be in the best of conditions. Here comes the lining of the people. And the colouring. I've been wanting to get better at colouring, so I tried to limit myself colour-wise to purples and blues, until a little later where I added some other hues for contrast. I tried to make this one poster of Mr. Moon look like it was coloured by some kid, but I think it looks kinda weird. I was so committed to keeping everything blue and purple, I even coloured the food those colours, which I thought didn't look so bad, but it did look kind of bland next to all the other blue and purple. I did a quick grayscale check, changed some things, and got to work on the contrast. I turned the chips a light sort of yellow, the lettuce a bluish green, and the bread a darkish beige with sesame. Colouring the people was sort of a pain because I had to keep the background layer on so the colour wouldn't leak all over the canvas, but it also got in the way when trying to colour a whole section. And as you can see, the kids are all wearing stripes, because of course they are. I added a background colour and that was that. About 2.5 hours later, we have something I'm pretty happy with. If I were to do this again, I'd size up those chairs instead of just improvising, but I still think the idea of it being a kids' restaurant is cute. I hope you like it. It'll be up on my Instagram if you want a closer look. Thanks if you made it through the whole thing. Hopefully the next video will be an animation. Maybe, maybe not. Just gotta wait and see. Anyway, see ya!